All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk through some of the errors you get when you don't have a proper catalytic converter installed on the vehicle. So right now you can see here I have an electric brake issue, I've got a tire pressure monitor issue, and I've got an emission system issue. Okay, so the tire pressure, the stock wheels do not have TPMS sensors in it. Those will get replaced. So the other two issues are tied to the fact that this vehicle has, you could basically call it a straight pipe, is my understanding. So because there's no catalytic converter on the vehicle, it is bringing about these errors. So I'm going to hop here in my Autel unit and see what codes I am getting for this car. So we're gonna go ahead and let that scan. All right, so we got 100% scan here. So if we look at the engine codes, we can see here that we have a catalyst system efficiency below threshold. So I believe these are all being triggered based off of the O2 sensor reading the air mixture as it's coming down that pipe. So this is what's going to occur if you have a downpipe on here that's a straight pipe with no catalytic converter. And so this is what we're dealing with here. So at some point in time, I am going to end up getting some aftermarket downpipes. We'll kind of go over some of the aftermarket options that are available. We'll check those out. Let's go ahead and search this P0 420. And these are all tied to the catalytic converter. So as you can see there, okay. And then we have the electric brake. This too is also, the previous owner told me that all of these codes are tied to the fact that he's running an aftermarket system and everything is triggered by that. So, and then obviously the TPMS, which I'm fully aware of what the deal is there. So yeah, that's the deal there. So if you're in a state and you've got emissions that you need to pass for your vehicle, this is definitely something to consider when you're putting on aftermarket downpipes. If you have tests that need to be passed, probably should consider getting a downpipe with a catalytic converter on there rather than straight piping it. So let's go ahead and check out the stock catalytic converter and see how much that thing weighs. Okay, so here we have the stock catalytic converter. So we're going to weigh this thing. See how much it weighs. Do another check. All right, so we got a weight here. So the weight of one of these catalytic converters is 21.2 pounds, if you caught that. So let's look at this thing. It's a beast. So there are two of these, but as you can see, this is what we got going on here. So two catalytic converters. Got the spot there for the sensor, and then the other end right there. So yeah, this is a big boy. So two of these, you're looking over 40 pounds of weight. And I know a lot of the aftermarket options are a lot lighter. So you can see how going from a straight pipe, going from this to a straight pipe, will create some codes, which I'm experiencing now. But you do get quite a bit of power because there's less restriction, but hence we got issues with the codes. So let's go through now some of the aftermarket options for downpipes. So let's go ahead and review some of the popular choices for the Acura NSX. So right on the screen now, we've got the Science of Speed Sport Downpipe set. So currently on their website, this one's listed at $3,200. It comes with the two sets of downpipes, all of the hardware needed. And take a look at some of the shots here of this. So let's see here. Based off of this information on their website, with the sport downpipe, peak power should be about 481. So this is from them actually dynoing the car. And if you do the sport downpipes with the sport plus exhaust, you're pushing about 491 horsepower. So that's the Science of Speed data that they've provided. Let's see what else they tell us about this downpipe. So it's a high performance downpipe to increase flow by 192% over factory. And it also specifies the weight reduction is 22.7 pounds compared to 32.7 pounds. So when I measured it just now, it's a lot heavier than that. So not sure, they didn't really specify how they measured the weight reduction, but nonetheless, this is the Science of Speed option. This one is running at $3,200. So the next popular option that's available is the Fabspeed twin turbo sport catalytic converters. Now, I've seen this go for as low as about $3,500. So the price on the site is a lot higher here. But when we look at their dyno results, you're looking at max power of about 523 horsepower. And that is, does it tell us what it is? Oh, there it is. Okay, so the black line, it's kind of hard to read here. Let's see if we can get a better shot of, did they put it somewhere else? But those numbers are for, I want to say basically it's going to be the full on out sport catalytic converter, sport cat stock cat. It's probably the cat bypass, which is going to probably run you an error. But nonetheless, if you do the Sport Cat with the stock muffler, that will get you purple. So 514. Okay, so let's look at it that way. Sport Cat. So if you do these catalytic converters and you keep your stock muffler system with the valves on there, which allows you to toggle between quiet, sport, sport plus, track, all of that, you can still increase your horsepower. So I've seen this set running for about $3,500, and you can kind of see from this picture here the difference between their product and the stock product. Now the weight difference is massive on this, okay? So 21-pound weight reduction. So if you do 21 pounds, it means each one of these is weighing in at about maybe like 10 pounds. So these are going to be really lightweight compared to the stock ones. It's going to open it up, give you more airflow. So they clearly state here that you won't get a check engine light. You're going to get more of an aggressive sound. So that's another option. So one of the other options that I've seen here is this Quicksilver. So this one's running roughly at about $3,800. It looks like the majority of all these aftermarket products are running at 200 CPSI. And so if we look at a couple images here, you can see how these compare to the stock catalytic converters. They're telling you here you're going to get a crisper sound. So all of these products they're relatively the same. It's just a cost difference. And then the other one here is the Armytrix ceramic coated Sport Cat pipe with 200 CPSI. So this is also another option. Gives you weight reduction and improved sound, style, power. Not that style matters because you can't see these things once you get everything back and assembled. So these are some of the options for the NSX when it comes to aftermarket downpipes. So as far as what will end up on this car, it's all going to boil down to what makes sense from a cost standpoint as well. Sometimes you'll run into maybe a used set of downpipes from somebody who maybe had a lease and they put this on there for the term of the lease and they're returning the car, so they're getting ready to sell it. But because there's not a whole lot of NSXs out on the market, it's probably less likely to see used downpipes coming up for sale often. So I will leave links to all of these products down in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, more content will be coming later featuring different components of the NSX. Just want to thank you guys for stopping by. Be sure to subscribe and we'll catch you on the next one.